So coming around to a good seated position for yourself and just letting your arms rest down onto your knees. And just roll your shoulders a few times, just loosening it off. Alright, maybe take your hands over your knees, give yourself a little bit of a stretch across the upper back. And then come on up. Maybe offer your chest up towards the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Alright, and then just resting your arms down, shutting your eyes, going inside. And just take a couple of deep breaths, just slowly in and out through your nose. And we're just trying to run the breath along the back of your throat. So the breath to you will start to sound a little bit like the sea coming in and out on the beach. Just running the breath along the back of your throat, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, and just deepening that breath, coming in and out. And then if we take a breath in together, and then lowering your chin down towards your chest and holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. And nodding your chin down in towards your chest, holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Taking a long deep breath in. And then breathing all the way back out and going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lowering down your chin and holding your breath out. And then raising your chin back up and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. And again, breathing out. Going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lowering down your chin and holding the breath out. And then raising your chin back up, breathing in. And breathing out. Take a deep breath in. And out. And just keep breathing for me, drawing a little bit more awareness to your core, drawing up through the midline of your body. And keeping your shoulders relaxed. Let's just bring the fingers to come back behind your head today. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's take a rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it back to the middle. Breathing out, taking a rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it to the middle. And then breathing out, lowering your chin and just peeping underneath your armpit. Breathing in as you draw back up. And then breathing out, just peeping underneath your opposite armpit. with your chin. Breathing in to draw your body up and along the ground. Breathing out, curling the toes, sending the hips back and the head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. And breathing out to bend your knees and sitting on back. Breathing in as you draw your body up and through. Breathing out, sending your hips back and your head down. Breathing in to draw forwards to a plank. And breathing out, bending your knees and sitting back. Breathing in to draw your body up. And breathing out, sending your hips back and your head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. And breathing out to bend your knees and sit back upon your heels. Breathing in to draw the body up and through. Breathing out, head down, bottom up, spreading your fingers wide to the mat. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. And breathing out to bend your knees and sitting on back. Breathing in to pull your body up. Breathing out, sending the hips away and back. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. And then breathing out, bend your knees and sit on back. One more time, breathing in, drawing up and through. Breathing out and staying in the down dog. Now let's walk off your feet from one to the other. And just drawing down one side of your body and then the other. And then just checking out that your hands are facing straight up, that you haven't got them turned open. And just walking out, treading through, noticing your hamstrings, your lower back. Just noticing how they feel to you today. And let's leave the heels back. Walk your hands back. And just taking a hold of your elbows. You could bend your knees if your hamstrings are a little bit tight here. And we'll just take a little bit of a rock from side to side. And then letting go of your arms. Bend the knees and unroll. And let's bring the arms all the way up towards the ceiling, clasping up your fingers. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, activating your waist. And take a nice long stretch into the side of your body. Breathing in to draw back up. Breathing out, activating your waist. Draw over, going the other way. Breathing in, coming back up. Breathing out, letting your arms all of the way back down. Okay, step on up to the top of your mat. And let's bring your hands in towards your heart. Take a breath in, raising both arms. As you breathe out, open the body, diving forwards, bend your knees if you need to. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back, releasing your knee and lifting your chin. Breathing out, left leg, stepping back and hold to a plank. And breathing in, come down to your knees, your belly and chest. Breathing out, gently drawing into your upward dog, lowering down the shoulders. Breathing in as you lower the body back through, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out, push up to a plank and back off into downward dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping on up, lifting the chin, releasing the toes back. And then breathing out, left leg, stepping on up and folding. Breathing in as you pull up through the belly, opening the chest, gazing to your thumbs, keep the shoulders relaxed. And breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, dive the body on forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back, knee to the floor, lifting the chin up. And breathing out, let's step back, right leg and hold to plank. Breathing in, down to your knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, softly rise to your upward dog, try not to force. Breathing in to lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out, push up to plank and back off into your downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping on up, releasing your knee, lifting the chin. And breathing out, right leg, step on up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open the chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. And breathing out, dive your body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping on back. And just leaving your knee down upon the floor there for me. Take across your right hand. And then bring your left arm forwards, take a breath in. And on out breath, open that arm all of the way back. Coming into a little bit of a chest opener here. Onto the back knee, dig the heel in and draw the toes back. Maybe curl the toes on the back foot and press back. Alright, giving yourself a little bit of a stretch through the arch of the foot on the back foot, on the back leg. And then drawing the body forwards again. Let's step the feet together behind you. And then come down upon your knees, belly and chest. Alright, let's take the feet a little bit wider. Take your right arm across the top of your mat. Left fingers down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently lift up onto the fingertips, looking over your shoulder. And just take a couple of breaths there, in through your nose, out through your nose. Swapping it over. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, raise up gently onto your forearm. Try not to force. And then looking over your shoulder. And bringing it back round. Hands beneath your shoulders. Carefully drawing into your upward dog. Releasing it back down. Now just coming up onto your hands and knees for me. I'm just going to come up into your exaggerated cat stretch. For this, I'm going to take my fingers just off the sides of my mat, so my arms are a little wider. And I'm on my fingertips again. If you find this very hard and you need to go to your palms, that's okay. You'll just lose a little bit of range. So as we draw down, draw down through the middle, elbows go back, the heart comes closer to the floor, and then tucking the head in, rounding the spine, really stretching up through the back. Again, as we come down, elbows go wide, the heart comes down in towards the floor, and then tucking your head in, rounding through your back, and lifting up through the shoulders. One more time. Coming down through the middle, elbows go wide of your body. And then tucking your head in and pulling all of the way up. And release. Alright, hands flat to the floor for me. Come back up into your downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forwards. Breathing in, lifting your chin, releasing your toes. Breathing out, stepping your left foot through, unfolding, and breathing in, coming all of the way back up to standing. Breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, open your body and fall forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping it all of the way back. And then let's just take across. Your left hand to your right knee, bringing your right arm forward your backhand. And then gently bring it on back, moving back onto that back knee, drawing back your toes, maybe curling the toes on the back foot also, sitting it back. Next week I'm going to be doing a 30-minute class about foot care. So I'm going to be doing a lot more about how to massage out the feet, stretch the feet, especially if you're doing lots of walking, you're doing lots of running. Okay, we need to keep those feet nice and loose, mobile, working. Come forwards. Let's step the feet together and come down upon your knees, your belly, your chest. And let's this time, if you can, take your feet up towards you. Now either taking hold of one ankle or both. Tilt the pelvis forward, squeeze the back side. And if it feels good to, lifting your thighs or your thigh off the floor. You could take this from your side if you prefer. And then gently come back down again. And if you're doing one leg, swap to your other leg. If you're doing both, we're going to go up again. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, lifting. And gently lowering it back down. Okay, pushing yourself back to your knees again for me. And we're going to come into puppy stretch. So the hands are facing upwards towards the end of the mat. And with this one, we're arching the spine and sitting on back. Now we aim to get the chest on the floor, but I don't want you to worry if it doesn't get there today. So you're lowering your chest downwards. If it feels okay, you're looking up towards your thumbs. But if that's difficult, place your forehead down. We want to come here into a really good shoulder stretch. So moving your thumbs a bit closer together if you can. Alright, let's gently bring the body back on up. Place your hands shoulder distance apart, curl the toes and back off into your downward dog. Let's step forwards with your left foot. Lifting your chin, releasing your toes. And let's step forwards with your right foot. Taking a nice deep breath in, coming all of the way back up. Breathing out, hands coming in towards your heart. Coming into a couple of jump backs. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, dive your body forwards. Breathing in, lift your chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, stay high or lower yourself to the floor or hover. Rolling over the toes if you can, lifting your chin. Rolling high over your toes and looking back up towards your navel. Breathe in, come up into your tiptoes, look forwards. Breathing out, step or lightly hop between your hands. As you breathe in, raise your chin, either with your hands along the front of your shins or to the floor, and then breathing out, lower deeper to the ground. Breathing in, coming all of the way back up to standing. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, dive your body forwards. Breathing in, lifting your chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, lower or stay high or come to the belly. And rolling over the toes if you can. Breathing out, rolling over the toes again if possible and looking up to your belly. Then breathing out, pull the belly up, around the spine, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin up. And breathing out to fold deeper. Breathing in, coming all of the way back up to standing. Breathing out, hands back into your heart. Sitting low into chair posture, bringing your arms up through the middle. Now at this point, if this feels a little unusual, you could between your hands. You can separate the palms. If you're okay with it, keeping the palms together and directing your body weight into your heels. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, lower your body forwards and bring your head to your knees. Breathing in, raise your chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, hover if you can, pulling forwards over your toes. Breathing out, roll high over your toes, placing left foot flat to the floor, right foot stepping through to the top of your mat. And we'll come straight up into Warrior One. Take a breath in, looking up towards your hands or looking between your hands. And breathe out. Another deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, come back down, hands either side of your foot. Step the feet back together behind you, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in, rolling up over your toes, lifting the chin. And breathing out, rolling over the toes, or any modification. Placing right foot flat to the floor, left foot stepping through to the top of your mat. Come on up, bring your arms up into Warrior One. Either look between your hands or look to your thumbs. Hips and ribs facing to the front. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, hands back down to the floor. Step the feet back together behind you. Hover if you can or come to the belly. Breathing in, rolling up over your toes. Breathing out, high, roll up over your toes. Look to your navel. Breathing in, rise up to your toes, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathe in, lift your chin up. And breathe out to fold deeper. Bend your knees again for me. Sit low into your heels. Bring your arms around, gaze to your thumbs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's open the arms gently down to the side. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Lower yourself back into your heels again. Sitting as low as you can with your heels grounded. Belly pulling up underneath your ribs. Look up between your hands or to your thumbs. Deep breath in. Breathe out, open the chest, fold forwards, head into your knees. Breathing in, bend your knees, look up. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in to pull forwards over your toes, lift your chin. Breathing out high, roll over your toes. Placing through your left foot flat to the floor, right foot stepping through to the top of your mat. Come up to Warrior One. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And this time we're moving on to Warrior Two. As you breathe in, then breathe out to Warrior Two, opening up the back hip, rolling back the shoulders, tailbone tucked under, lower a little bit deeper into the knee. Let's release it to reverse. Looking up towards your thumb, we'll keep the knee bent today. Just stretching up into the side of your body. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your hands to either side of your foot. Step your feet together behind you. Hover if you can, breathing in, rolling up over your toes. And breathing out, high roll over your toes. Right foot flat to the floor, left foot stepping through to the top of your mat. Come on up into Warrior One. Looking up towards your hands, take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, breathe out Warrior Two. Opening up the back hip a little, gaze along the center of your left hand. Ribs always dropping into your body with this one. Breathe in, breathe out and coming into reverse. Keeping the knee bent for me today, just reaching backwards. Deep breath in, breathing out. Let's bring the hands to the floor, feet together behind you. Hover if you can. Breathing in, rolling up over your toes. Breathing out to roll up high over your toes and gaze up to your navel. Breathing in, rise to your toes, look forwards. Breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin up. And out to fold deeper. And bend your knees, sit back to your heels. Breathing in, bring your arms around. Breathing out, let those arms float on down by your side. Alright, just relax, open your shoulders. And we're going to get ready to come into your triangle sequence today. Okay, so a little bit of work going on with the legs now. So deep breath in, raising both arms. As you breathe out, let your body fall forwards. Let's step back with your left foot, lifting your right foot at the top of your mat. And let's from here bring down your right elbow to your right knee. Now let's roll open this back hip. Okay, we're going to go into a couple of arm circles. So as you brush your arm forwards, breathe in. As you breathe out, open your shoulder, open your chest. Again, breathing in, let that arm come forwards. Breathing out, open, follow your hand back. One more time, breathe in, breathe out, bring it all of the way back, and bring it back and around, feel your waist to your thigh. And just take a couple of breaths, trying to release down your left shoulder. Back out your left arm, reach it up into a diagonal line away from your left foot, and if it feels okay to, go lower and place your hand in front of your foot. Working in along the side of your body, keep bending your knee. And gently let that arm come around the front of your body. Push hard through your right foot and come just very quickly through warrior two. Maybe reposition your back foot and then let's straighten up the front leg. Doing your best to keep your back hip held back, your ribs drawn into your body. You have a strong engagement of your core. And then as you move out to the right, slide the body along, slide your right hand towards your right leg. And then looking up towards your left hand. And when we reach along the leg with our right hand, try not to grip it. Alright, so try and hold your body in position from your left oblique muscles. Breathe deep, in through the nose, out through the nose. Very gently start to turn, taking down your left hand to your right leg, taking your right hand to your lower back. You can go slightly further by taking your hand beyond your foot, and we can, if it feels good to, raise your right arm up. If your hamstrings, the back of the knee, where the hamstrings meet the back of the knee, that feels very tender, bend your knee a little bit on this one. Again, for not just for everybody, this feels great, okay? So if you need to compromise a little and maybe think about how can you turn your body, your torso, around a little bit more. So working with the turn of the back, maybe. Now bending into your right knee, coming all of the way back round. Give your arms a little bit of a rest by drawing up behind you for Humble Warrior. Tucking your head down in towards your ankle if you can, and looking towards your back foot. And just let the weight of your arms hang over. Okay, now moving backwards and taking your right arm beneath your right leg and seeing if you can find your fingers today. We're working towards Bird of Paradise, and always know you don't have to do every posture, so if you're not feeling this one today, you can leave it out, of course. I'm going to wriggle back in my left foot, so it comes next door to my right. Push hard into the left foot, and then start to straighten up. And remember, you're using your hamstrings and glutes. Try not to yank your leg up with your shoulder, and then if it's okay to extending the leg maybe. Gently bending the knee a little, lowering yourself back, stepping back with your left foot, and And taking both of your hands to the inside of your foot, rolling onto the outside edge of your left foot and pressing into your left hand. Either step your right foot on top of your left, or take your first two fingers around your right big toe and maybe take it up towards the ceiling. And then stepping your right foot back around again. And then let's bring back in your left foot. Alright, so as we look down, we can see the heels are on line along the middle of your mat. And then if we bring the body up to about halfway, squaring off your hips, bring your hands to either a back prayer or holding onto your elbows. And then again, pressing out from your hips. If you want to go further down, just try and lower from the center of your chest. So lead with your heart. Okay, in many ways we lead from our heart. We're kind to our bodies and we're lowering through instead of just rounding the head, you know, because that would be easy. Alright, now moving towards warrior three, bending your right knee a little. See if you can find a balance today. Lifting your back leg up from the floor. Hips are facing down. The back leg is nice and straight. And then perhaps lowering your right fingers to the floor. And then perhaps rotating your hips open and raising your left hand and looking towards it. Pointing the toes on the back leg now. And then lowering your hand down. Bring your left foot in towards your right and drop your head down. Take a breath in, coming all of the way back up to standing. And breathing out, hands coming back in towards your heart. Alright, letting your arms down. We're going to come into a couple of balances. I'd like to work into tree, dancer and half lotus today. If you would like to leave out half lotus, by all means, choose another balance of your choice. Okay, instead you can have the leg out to the side, you could go into seated pigeon, okay, any of those, that is absolutely fine. Or you do tree for the second time. So picking up your right foot and placing it on the inside of your left leg. Bring your hands in towards your heart. And then slowly moving the fingers up through the midline of your body, taking your right hand back behind your left, keeping the chin lifted. And again, of course, there's breath. Where there's breath, there's a posture. Let's release down your right hand. Collecting your right foot and coming forwards into dancer. So keeping the chin up a little. Remember where your gaze goes, your body will follow. And then gently draw in. Okay, so either half lotus or tree or another balance that currently you would like to be better at. Maybe that would be the one to choose to practice. So we can reach back round, either take the ankle or the big elbow, shall I say, or the big toe. And if you're folding forwards, just very gently taking your time, bending your knee on the way down. And then if it feels okay to straightening the leg and drawing your head to your knee. extending your leg away, pointing your toes, breathing in, breathing out. Let's lower all of the way back down. Okay, hands back in towards your heart. Let's take a deep breath in, raising both arms, breathing out, and ease the body forwards. Let's step back with your right leg, leaving your left leg at the top. Let's lower down the left elbow to the knee, and we'll take some arm circles here. Breathing in, draw your right arm up, open the chest, the shoulder looking back. Again, breathing in, draw your arm up, roll it open, looking back. One more time, breathing in. This time as you open it back, bring it all of the way back. Reach around, look towards the wall behind you. Again, at this point, we want to give a little tuck under with the tailbone. We want to keep the shoulder away from your ear on both, okay, on both shoulders. And then letting your right arm over past your ear, and then maybe, if it feels good to, left hand to the floor, and then looking up towards your hand. So really again, trying to get that lovely long line through the right hand side of your body. And then let's let that arm come around the front of your body, push hard through your left leg, coming on up into warrior two just for a second. Then if you can, re-straighten your legs, maybe realign the position of your hips, okay? We sometimes bring the back hip around a little, and on this one we're trying to really keep the ribs and the hips, although you're moving and tilting, they still want to be on the same line, okay? Same line as the legs. So as you breathe out, move out to the left, and then tilt to the left. So you feel that stretch coming up into the right oblique muscles, but it becomes more than a stretch, because as you reach down, those muscles are holding you in position as well. So try not to grip your leg with your hand. Alright, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll lower down, right hand to left leg. Bend your left knee if you need. Go further beyond if you can reach. Taking left arm to the ceiling if that feels good too. And then maybe think about traveling your torso around. Think about how you could rotate your rib cage further around. Bending the knee. Let's take a welcome relief in for the neck here. Dropping your head in, let your head hang, look towards your back foot, bending deeper into your left knee. Okay, and then coming in towards your bird of paradise. So again, this is a notoriously hard exercise, you know, so please don't worry, you know. If we get a bind, that's amazing. So we walk back in the right foot, place it next door towards your left, and then gaze forwards as you slowly make your way back up to standing. Alright, so then it's about opening the chest again, so that you can find a better balance. Lifting the gaze again, so that again your body will open up straighter. Trying to pull up on the standing leg a bit more. Often that doesn't want to, it wants to remain bent. And then as we come back down, bending the knee, slowly lower the body back, and then just stepping back that right foot, letting go of your arms, hands to the inside. Alright, so a little bit of a side plank work here. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Left foot could go on top, or you can take a hold of your big toe. Either stack the feet up, or draw your left foot up. You know, it's really hard, but trying to keep the hips kind of squared off to the end of your mat. Pull up through the belly. Push your sit bones away from you like you would if you were doing a down dog. Then reaching back round, taking either back prayer or holding your elbows. Fly the elbows away from the sides of your body so you open your heart again. And then moving out from your hips with your chin, not your nose. Alright, there's a big difference between those two things. And then as you lower, you're easing your body out on towards your leg. Alright, now keep breathing, steadying the flow as you bring your body up, bringing the back leg up, coming into warrior three, and trying to get both of your legs straight. Back heel pushing away. Massive work here for the glutes on both legs. Taking down your left hand if you wish. Turning your upper body. Pointing your toes now. And that will help to rotate your hip to open back. So you get the feeling like your hips are stacked up, one on top of the other. Then lowering down your hand, lowering in your back leg, and let's gently come all the way back up, breathing in, breathing out, hands back into your heart. Letting your arms down, opening up your shoulders, coming into our balances. So finding that strong connection with your core, picking up your left foot, placing it above or below your knee. Hands in at your heart. And then as you bring your arms up through the middle, taking your left hand back behind your right, keeping the chin up a little. Release that left hand down, turning your left leg, and then gently moving it into dancer. So if you can, thinking about the beautiful arc of the back, the quad stretch, the arch of the neck, where you're looking up. Slowly coming in. Half lotus or another posture of your choice. Okay, so there's something that you're working on. Okay, you want to work on it, you want to work a little bit harder on it, then by all means, go ahead. Otherwise, we are coming down in your half lotus maybe today. Taking your time, sliding your hands so it lines up with your foot. Lowering your head so it draws towards your knee. And then gazing back up, slowly drawing upwards. If you've been down at the ground, bring your arms high to the ceiling. Extend the leg away from you, breathing in and breathing out. Lowering all of the way back down. Okay, step down a little onto your mat. Okay, and if it's okay with your knees, we'll come down, okay, from a lifted position. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering your knees, open, lower your body down. Hands coming down towards the floor. And as we soften at the elbows, bringing the knees either to the outside part of your arms or up behind your armpits, lifting your chin up and then gently finding your center of gravity. The legs come up, we tuck them up underneath us and we breathe. Nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. bring it back in. Okay. Let's have a little go with your side crow today as well. So if you shift your right thigh around, okay, balance onto your toes. Have your right hand down. Just lift your left arm up nice and high. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, stretch it across. Take it open again. Breathe in. Breathing out and stretch. Feel latissimus dorsi stretching across. All right, breathing in. Now this time, as you breathe out, tuck the elbow underneath your thigh. And then lift your chin, look forwards. And then see if you can balance a little. Do keep that head up though. That's going to be a big part of you getting off the ground, all right? So if it's easy, if it's not, carry on. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. If it's easy for you, then from there, once you're up, see if you can straighten your legs and extend them to the side. And then we'll try the other side. So gently moving your body back round, coming up into your toes. And we'll do the same thing again, working the stretch, breathing in, raising your right arm, and breathe out, stretching over and across. All right, so really what we're doing here is we're making space. We're making space in the body, trying to get those arms a bit longer. If our arms and legs are longer, okay, then we will be able to tuck more bits of our body in against each other. So we're going to tuck under. Okay, and just to begin with, just keep those knees tucked in, all right? You don't have to do anything clever with it. And then tucking it up. And it's much easier without trying to straighten your legs. So you just go for a little bit of a tuck up, you know? Getting used to that. And if that's good, if that's easy, then go in a little bit harder with it, okay? And then pressing it up and extending the legs out. You know, and some people find it useful to put their other elbow onto their hip. You know, if that works for you, if it seems like a sensible place to put your elbow, by all means use that, okay? Everybody's different, all right? So, all right, keep going. If you're still going, if you've had enough, your arms are feeling tired, okay? Come around to a seated position. All right, now if we could bend up the right knee, and I'd just like us today, we're going to stretch those shoulders out a little bit more. Take your right arm along the inside of your leg, and then reaching all the way back round, and see if you can find your fingers behind your back. All right, so you've gone around the front of your shin. Okay, and then from there, head coming downwards towards your knee. Try, okay, keeping your elbow along the front of your shin and putting your hand by the side of your foot. Putting your other hand to the floor, just above your knee, leaning forwards and drawing your toes off the ground, and then pushing both of your hands into the floor, and then maybe you come off the ground for a second, okay? Yes, did we make it? All right, so the elbow, basically the tricep works against the shin, okay, to get you off the ground. Do it this way round, in case you weren't sure, in case you thought I was levitating. All right, so the hand is down by your foot, the other hand is above your knee. Flex your foot and get your heel off the floor, that makes a big difference. And then lean in, and then push up. left arm on the inside and then reach back. And if you don't make the fingers, don't worry, okay? Tuck your thumbs into the tops of your trousers today, that would be okay. Head coming down towards your knee. The other hand just above your knee. Draw your toes back, draw your heel off the floor if you can. Push into the ground and see if you can lift both. And then place it back down. I know, that gets your quads, doesn't it? I know. Always. I've never done that and it's not got my quads. Alright, are we all done? Have we all done it? Yeah, I can see you're getting ready to lie down, aren't you? Even if I haven't said that, it's like, yeah, I'll just be here. That'll be okay. Alright then, go on, have a lie down. Lie yourself down. Let's go into your relaxation. Alright, so maybe just taking yourself down nice and slowly. And then just let your arms come out and away from you. But when you get there, just give yourself a little bit of a rock with your lower back, forwards and backwards. You can put your feet on the floor to do that. And then rock forwards and backwards. Maybe get your knees rocking a little side to side. And just settle your body. Alright, yeah, anything that you need to do. Give your shoulders a couple of rolls up and down. And then just try and settle into a good position for you, just for those last few minutes of your practice. And maybe just taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and fire breath coming out of your mouth. So again, deep breath in and let the breath out of the mouth with a little energy. And one more time, deep breath in and then mouth shut, sigh down into your body. Now just giving your body, your mind permission to just be. To be still, to be relaxed, to do nothing. Your whole purpose of your relaxation, your savasana, is to recover, to let your body recharge. So trying to let the muscles through the whole of your body, from the very top of your head to the ends of your toes. Just try and let the whole body let go. You even want to feel like your hair feels heavy. Your fingernails feel heavy. Letting your eyebrows just soften upwards a little. Just feeling that your mouth is relaxed. Your jaw relaxed. Let the body just feel a little bit heavier on the ground. You're sinking your imprint onto your mat. And we're letting go of our practice now. We're letting go of the activity, of what it meant to us today, what we took from it today, and we let it go. There will be other practices. They will mean something different to us when they come along, and that's okay. Just remaining still in your own little darkness. Maybe come back to thinking about how you made the ocean sounding breath. And in your mind, can you imagine hearing the ocean? So in your mind, just imagine those calming waves drawing in and out on a beach. Just imagining, seeing, out of your own little darkness, you can see the waves just moving in and out on the beach. And again, staying with the waves, coming back to your breath. And can you synchronize your breath to the waves that you can see in your mind? And just coming back into that ocean sounding breath where you're running the breath along the back of your throat. Making it deeper and more powerful. Starting to spread out your fingers, moving your toes. Of course, if you'd like to remain in your relaxation for longer, absolutely, take this time. If you are ready to move your feet to the ground, and then rock your knees side to side, keeping your eyes shut. When you're ready, press over to your right side, and then carefully, gently bring your body back up to seated. Take a breath in and out. As you breathe in, raise your arms. As you breathe out, lower to your crown, to your third eye, to your throat, checking in at your heart. I'm going to finish with a single arm. Feel free to join me or listen along. Deep breath in. Namaste. I hope you've had a good practice. I hope you're having a nice evening, okay? A nice restful evening. If there's anything that's come up that you'd like to talk to me about, by all